What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So today we're going to go over the calendar for July. So I've had some people ask me questions about the calendar for July, as well as I've had people ask me questions about the check that was supposed to go out on June 30th. So we're going to address both of those issues in this video. But first off, if you guys can do me a favor, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification, clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. And just a reminder, thank you guys all for your support. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, you can at the TEC Show Live. Okay, so we're going to go over to the calendar, but before we do, I need to talk a little bit about the statement that I made. I made a statement, I believe it was on Sunday or Monday, where I was talking about this check that's going out on June 30th. Now, there are a lot of people in the comments yesterday and the day before saying, where's my check? The check didn't come. People who are receiving SSI were going to receive their July check on June 30th because July 1st today is on a weekend. And that's the reason why they received the check on the 30th. Only people receiving SSI were going to receive a check, no one else. So if you're not receiving SSI, yes, you did not get a check yesterday because it is specifically for SSI. Now, this was not an extra check, and I made sure to let you guys know it wasn't an extra check, but I still have people thinking that that was some type of a raise or some type of a bonus check. That is not the case. And I indicated that earlier this week, as well as I indicated it earlier this month when I posted a video saying that there would be 2 checks for SSI in June. Okay, so this is the date that we're talking about here, June 30th. Yes, there was a check that went out only for people receiving SSI. Okay, so I just want to make sure you guys understand that. So anytime there's a situation where there's a check and it's coming and it's not on a normal day, I'm going to let you guys know the reason why it's coming, and I'm going to let you guys know who it's coming for. So if it's SSI, I'll let you know it's SSI. Okay, let's go ahead. I want to move into, actually, let's take a look just at all the events that happened in June. And I told you I was going to go over all of these different events. I did a video, I believe it was on Wednesday, so you can check that video out if you want to know more about the economy, because there was a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of numbers coming out for the economy this week. Also, we saw the Supreme Court decisions. There are a few different decisions that went out. One of them was student loan forgiveness. They struck that down. So that is something that President Biden is now looking at doing some other things when it comes to student loan forgiveness. And so we'll have to see what he does in the future. He's already mentioned a few things. He came out at a press conference after the ruling, and he talked a little bit about how they're going to move forward, what they're going to do next. One of the things which I thought, first off, when it comes to student loan debt, and I don't want to get too much into this, but when it comes to student loan debt, if you guys didn't know, I had student loan debt. I paid my student loan debt off. It was about $27,000 that I had to pay in total. The problem is not necessarily that people are getting student loans. The problem is we have institutions that are charging way too much money to go to college. So we're telling our young people, you need to go to college. You have to go to college. Jobs are saying you need to have a degree, but the colleges that you're going to are charging you way too much money, and then you're getting in debt. And then when you get out of college, now you have this big debt over your head. And that hinders you from buying a house and saving for retirement and things like that, because you have this huge debt that's over your head. And so something needs to be done when it comes to the institutions and how much they're charging. And they can address the student loan problem, but if you don't address the fact that you have these institutions charging way too much money to go to school, or give people an alternative, or tell people, you know what, you don't have to go to college. You don't have to have a degree in order to get these jobs. But if you're telling people they have to get a degree, of course they're going to go get a degree, and they're going to have to be paying back these large debts. And so I'll go deeper into that in a different video. But let's go ahead. I want to take a look at the calendar for July. Okay. So first thing we're going to take a look at here is Monday. So people receiving Social Security, or who started receiving Social Security before 1997, you get your check on the 3rd, and you will be getting your check on Monday. Okay. Now looking at the rest of the month here, On the 12th, people whose birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th, you'll be receiving your check on the 12th. People whose birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th, you'll be receiving your check on the 19th. And people whose birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st, you'll be receiving your check on the 26th. Okay, so just wanted to go over that. I also want to take a look at when is Congress in session this month. So we see, and I talked a little bit about this in a previous video, but you see right here, they're on recess, or they were on recess all last week, and they will be on recess the week starting on the 3rd. So starting on Monday, they'll be on recess that whole week. They will return, or at least the Senate will return on the 10th. So the Senate returns on the 10th, and then we have both the Senate and the House convening on the 11th. And so you can see, as of the last 3 weeks of the month, for the most part, you're going to have both chambers in session, and things need to get done. We know that they're going to continue to talk about Social Security reform, so I'm going to make sure I keep focused on that and let you guys know what's going on when it comes to that. Also, on the 12th, we have the CPI announcement, so the inflation numbers, we'll find that out on the 12th. And then, just as a reminder, when it comes to the CPIW, the metric that they use to calculate COLA for 2024, it begins in July. So July will be the first month. So in August, we're going to find out the July numbers. I'll make sure to let you guys know what the July numbers are. And then I'll let you guys know every step of the way when it comes to COLA for 2024, what those numbers are looking like. So make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell notification. And so that's pretty much the calendar. Just wanted to go over a quick update here. Now, when it comes to Social Security reform, yes, you do have politicians still talking about Social Security reform. Some politicians are talking about an increase, so expanding Social Security. You do have other politicians. You have people like Speaker McCarthy who have mentioned that they want to make more cuts. They haven't indicated exactly where those cuts are coming from, but they have mentioned that Social Security and Medicare are on the table. Okay, that doesn't mean they're going to cut Social Security and Medicare, but they are on the table. And if they're on the table, we could see something in the very near future when it comes to cuts to Social Security and Medicare. And so I would anticipate these talks starting to heat up this month, as well as August and September. September, they're going to have the appropriations for 2024. So they're going to have a budget for 2024, which means they could hold cuts to Social Security and Medicare, hold that hostage, and try to get what they want when it comes to a budget overall. So we're going to have to see how this all plays out. But I just wanted to give you that update. If you guys have any questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one.